So you make matcha by yourself, and then today you brought Japanese sweets, right? So first you eat Japanese sweet. Then you drink. But first, I'm gonna teach you how to make matcha powder tea. And first, you take off this kind of brush, you hold. So the people who are making tea, you need to hold this. And then you see this black thing sticking out. That's where thumb's position, your thumb comes. And then you go like this, and then all the fingers are straightened up like this. And then you put your left hand like this. You hold the tea ball so it doesn't move around. And then you move this brush just back and forth, that's all. And then our style is urasenke style. So urasenke tea ceremony, they make very, very creamy powder, bubble, okay? So that gives you nice, smooth, feeling. So in order to make very tiny bubbles, you just move this whisk back and forth, Don't, turn it around. If you turn it around, the bubbles won't come out. So you just going like this. Just use wrist. You don't have to move whole arm. Just use wrist and then going like this. But be careful. Please do not scratch the bottom of the tea ball, because if you scratch the bottom of the tea ball, this whisk will break. So we won't be able to use it again. So you just lift it up. This is the bottom, and then you just lift it up and then go like this. This is the movement. Okay, so can you practice the movement first? Going like this back, and you have to move bigger so you can make bubble. You have to go bigger because your tea ball is a little bit bigger than other people's bowl. So you go like this. This is the movement, okay? So next time, next procedure, you put tea powder into bowl. So then first you take off the lid, but please don't this. It will hurt the surface. So just lift it up and then put it here like this. Okay, please, if you have it. Next, you hold this like a teaspoon. You just hold like a pencil, okay? And then you scoop twice. And how much, please watch. You just scoop. One scoop will be like this. And then when you scoop it, please hold this down to the same height with the tea bowl. If this is like this, it's too high, and if you put it tea powder down to the ball, then it will all drift it away. So just hold it low, like same height with the tea bowl, and then put it in the tea bowl. And then one more scoop, and then go like. And then only once you make a clicking sound. Only one. Don't cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. No. That will break the tea bowl. So only once you make chan, okay? And then you close the lid and then put the teaspoon down. And then next step is pour hot water. But people who have no experiences, then they don't know how much is enough. And students tend to put too much water. If you put too much water, then you can't make nice bubbles. So here I bought this cylinder to show you how much would be enough. Here you see 75 cc is the appropriate amount. So it's about 75. So you pour this. So then you go like this. See, the bubble came out, but still it's not creamy bubble. So you continue, mix tea powder with hot water, and then you can feel the nice tea fragrance. But still see bubbles came out, but still you see bigger bubbles here. Then you just scratch the surface gently, so the big bubbles became very small ones. And it became small. Then you collect the bubbles like in the center, like this, like a 3D effect. The center is a little bit high because of the powder form. So when people look at it, it looks delicious. If it's 2D, it doesn't look good. 3D, it looks good. So you can try. So please try. You can come up here and then put hot water about 75 cc or 70 cc is okay. It's appropriate. Approximate. Sandy, you need to make movement bigger like this. See, the bubbles came out. And then you just scratch surface gently and very smooth cream. And you draw hiragana no. Okay, let me help you because your movement is not big enough. You see, the bubbles came out. There are some still big bubbles. So just scratch the surface gently and make smoother. Okay, so if you are done, please have a seat and eat your sweets first. When you drink it, first you hold your teacup and then lift it up to show gratitude. Thank you for all the farmers and everybody to produce tea. Thank you. And with your right hand, hold like 3 o'clock position, lift it up, turn to like 7 o'clock position, put it down. Again, 3 o'clock, turn it to like a 7 o'clock position, and then you drink. And if you finish eating, then you can drink tea. First, you take off the lid, but just put it on the table like this. Don't flip it over. This surface will hurt. So just put it like this. First, you scoop twice. Once, put it here. One more time, put it here. And only once, you make a clicking sound like this. Only once. You don't go chan, 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 chan. No, just once. And then you close the lid. And then here you pour water. How much do you remember?
75.
Right, 75. You use this cylinder. 75 or 70 would be good. Actually, I use 75, but when I pour it into the tea bowl, I think it's a little bit too much water. So you can pour only 70, 65, that's okay. And then just pour it in. And then here, this fluffy thing comes out. That's your thumb's position, your thumb. You only use wrist going like this. Get your movement is just back and forth, back and forth. No turning around. Okay, so, but don't scratch the bottom of the tea bowl. It will hurt this whisk. Okay, so just don't scratch, just lift it up and then go back and forth, back and forth. So I'll show you the example. The movement, you have to make it bigger because we want to make our bubbles. So go like this. See, the bubble came out. And then you can see still big bubbles here. So at this point, you just scratch the surface gently to make the big bubbles, make it smaller and then creamier. Oh, very good. You should take a picture. Oh, very good. Everybody, can you see? This is the ideal matcha, very creamy powder. Bubbles. But it's very difficult to make it. So, but she did it. Okay, you guys, when you're done, then please, eat the sweet first. Have a seat. And you have to bring your tea bowl closer to this table. And you too. So first, in Japanese tea ceremony, first you eat sweets. Why? Because, this matcha is a little bit, because it's tea, it has a little bit bitterness. It's not, although it's not too really, it's not like a black coffee, it's not like that, but it has a little bit bitterness. So first you eat sweet, make your mouth, sweet first. Then when you drink matcha tea, then the sweetness and the bitterness goes together and then make a nice harmony in your mouth. Okay, so that's the Japanese tea ceremony. When you drink tea, hold the tea bowl like 3 o'clock position with your right hand and put it on your left hand. Okay, and then you go like this. And then first you lift it up just to show appreciation. Just lift it up. Okay, and then put it back and then again hold your 3 o'clock position and turn it to left just a little, put it down, and then again hold the tea bowl from 3 o'clock, lift it up and turn it to like a 7 o'clock position and then put it again. The reason why is this, the front, just like your face, it's very important area. So it's very arrogant if you drink from the front. So to be humble, you move the tea bowl, twice so you can drink from the side. So that shows your humble attitude. Okay, so you can drink little by little. And then the other groups, okay. this week we're gonna be celebrating belated Halloween party, right? So would you like to do Halloween party at the beginning of the class, or are you gonna save it until the end of the class? Beginning, so you mean you wanna do it right now? Yes. So since everybody brought some candies or cookies, I also have brought some for you. What's the typical phrase for Halloween? To get a candy. Trick or treat, right? Do you understand this meaning, trick? Trick means somebody will do a little bit bad thing. Not a terribly bad, but just a little bit bad thing to you. So would you like that? Or treat means you are getting candy, okay? Because you have been a good student, you will get reward, so you get treated. That means you will get candy in this case. So which one do you want, trick or treat? And then you answer, right, you have to say treat, otherwise you will get something a little bit bad. Okay, so then before we start the music, I just wanna show you what the trick is like in America. I said it's a little bit bad, not too bad, just a little bit bad thing. They'll do it to you just to tease you. This would be like a typical Halloween trick. Can you see? When you woke up next day and when you try to, go outside of the house to go to work or to go to school, and oh my gosh, the toilet paper is all over your house. Or in front of your house, there is a tree, then the trees will be covered with toilet papers. This would be a typical Halloween trick. So do you want this or do you want treat? Your answer is treat. So you have to say treat. Okay. Well, today nobody show some kind of Halloween spirit. Well, some people wear black t-shirt or black clothes. Okay, that's good enough. So you can take it off and then show it to people that you chose this particular t-shirt, to celebrate Halloween. Okay, so 5 minutes party time. So please get your, candy, cookie, whatever you want, and you can enjoy Halloween thing. So please get some. Today is another special class because we have a Halloween party thing. So we still have some snacks and candies or drinks here. During the class time, please come and get something to eat. That's perfectly okay. So even during the class, you can just come up to the table and pick up something and eat. That's okay. Okay, so this is A group and this is B group. All right, so did you find your partner who is, standing in front of you? So as usual, I give you 1 minute. Anything you can talk in English, please. So just anything. Wow, today is a very nice weather. I like today's weather. How about you? That kind of thing is good enough. Are you ready? Okay, start. Okay, time is up. Group A, let's see. Please move 3 steps. Now you can say hi to your new partner. Let's start. 1 minute. Hello, now it's time. Okay, did you have a good time? Yes. The people who are standing in front of the table, they have the privilege, while talking, eating, they had a privilege. Let's say if you had a good time, let's give a big hands to each other. So I just wrote it, the midterm presentation. It's gonna be 2 weeks from now. So today is November 5th. So 5th, right? So 2 weeks from now, it's going to be 19th. Okay, so 19th here, you're going to have a group presentation. We have like 6 groups, right? We have been discussing about the new food idea, right? So we have 6 groups. So with that group, you can present your new food idea. The whole group presentation will take about 6 to 7 minutes. So please be careful. Don't make it too short. Like if your group presentation finishes around 3 minutes or 4 minutes, then your grade will be very low because you didn't talk for 6 or 7 minutes. If it's too short, then your grade will be very lower because it was not enough contents to talk about. So please make sure that your story will have at least 6 to 7 minutes long. And don't exceed for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. That's also lower your grade because it's just too long. We have six groups to present, and we have to finish by 12 o'clock. So if one group continue talking, then we cannot finish by noon. So 6 to 7 minutes would be very important, time. Then another important issue is that everyone in your group need to have one section to explain in English. This happens quite often. One person didn't talk at all during the group presentation, and I said, why you didn't talk at all? You have to. Then the student said, well, because I prepared all the PowerPoint, so I don't talk. Well, that's not going to be accepted because this is EMI class. You need to prove your communication skills in speaking and creating PowerPoint. That's also writing part. Everyone in your group has to have some sections to talk about. And then this is also unacceptable. One person in the group just read the title of their group presentation. That's it. No, that's not accepted because it doesn't count that you explained something in English. You just mentioned the title of your group presentation. That doesn't count that you did presentation. Please be careful. So then let's talk about the contents. As you know, the title is Let's Present Your New Food Idea at International Food Festival in New York City. First, let's explain history and characteristics of food culture in Taiwan and Japan. Japanese food culture, we're going to be discussing after this. And two, let's explain the name of your new food idea. You have to have a name for your new food and explain why you named it that way. And then three, and what is it? So please explain your new food. First, you talk about ingredients, what's inside, or what did you use to make new food, and how to cook it or how to make it. Please explain. Number four, please explain characteristics of your new food. Okay, what's different from other foods? What's so special about your new food? And then number five, what's the most attractive part of your new food? Finally, please share your thoughts about the process of getting this new food idea. What kind of things were challenging for your group, or what kind of things were very successful, went smoothly, how you did it. So please explain the procedure of getting new food idea, how you get your new food idea, and how did you feel. At the beginning, our group didn't have any idea, so we had a very difficult time coming up this new food idea. That kind of things you can share with the class. Everybody has to say something, take some section, at least one section to explain in English. And of course, you need to have a PowerPoint, but everybody needs to speak up. So that's all about the midterm presentation section. Now let's move on to the Japanese food culture section. Okay, so that was a quick review of Japanese washoku. So we'll discuss about the tea ceremony section next week. We have too many things to do. So please sit together with your group members and then discuss the worksheet of washoku section. Can you open up the worksheet for washoku? This is a washoku worksheet. Okay, so you discuss which question you want to take over. Altogether, there are 18 questions. So we have 6 groups, so each group will take 3 questions. So which question would you like to take over? please discuss. Okay, there are 18 questions, so please write down your name next to the number so we know which group will be responsible. So each group will take 3 questions. When was Washoku recognized by UNESCO? UNESCO, okay, the answer is right, 2013. Okay, so it's about 12 years ago. Question number 3. What does wa mean and what does shoku mean? The food of Japan. Okay, now let's talk about the history of washoku, Japanese food. Everyone, question number 5, please. Okay, how many years ago, Jamie?
400 years.
Okay, 400 years ago. Okay, and everyone, question number 6. Okay, washoku is flexible. What does it mean, Jamie?
Washoku can be seen as part of traditional festivals as well as in daily life.
Okay, so washoku has a wide range from like daily meals to traditional, very formal course meal. So washoku has a very wide range, daily meals like your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and also very formal traditional course meal. So that's a wide variety. Everybody, question number 7, please. Yes, Jamie?
During the Meiji period.
Okay, very good. Meiji period. Okay, I have another question to you all. When is the Meiji period? What year did it start? What year did it end? We have Japanese student here. What's the Meiji period? Can you tell me from when to when?
1868.
Right. Okay, so that's the Meiji period. Okay. All right. So everyone, question number 8. Okay, that's Sandy. Yoshoku, which means right. Well, mainly Yoshoku is Western foods, mainly because this is the character. So Yoshoku, yo means Western countries. Good. And now let's talk about the characteristics of washoku. Everyone, question number 9, please. Essentials of washoku. Ray. Konomono. Pickles. Soup, right. So the question is, what the 3 essentials? Rice and Japanese pickles and soup. That's the 3 essentials of washoku. Okay, number 10, please. Presented. Okay, Ray.
23 or 1 bowl 3 dishes.
Right, ichiju sansai is this character. So 1 soup and 3 dishes. That's the traditional washoku presented. Okay, question number 11, everyone. Okay, what are the characteristics of ingredients? That's Sandy. Okay, yes, tofu is also a characteristics of ingredients, but here characteristics is like a fruit of mountain and fruit of a sea or ocean. Fruit of the sea. The food from mountain and food from the ocean, these are also important too in washoku. Everyone, question number 12, please. Okay, does washoku use oil? And if so, how? Okay, the NIN's group. Okay, yes, oil is used lightly. Okay. Sesame or base. So Japanese washoku is also use oil but very lightly. Everyone, question number 13. Okay, what is characteristics? Please explain. Nin. Yes. Shintoism. Japanese washoku, seasonality, sense of season is very important. So right now, what season are we in? Fall. So in Japan, fall, we have lots of food, such as chestnuts and sweet potatoes and some fishes only you can capture in autumn season. So those ingredients, that we can only eat in autumn season will be presented on the table. So seasonality is very important. And number 14, everyone, question number 14. Important characteristics. Washoku nin. Yes, so seasonality and presentation are very important in Japanese traditional, washoku, how it's presented. You just saw it on the video, but how it's presented, reflecting. If it's summer, it should look very cool, and in winter, it should look very warm. That's very important. Reflecting seasonality and also presentation go together in washoku. That's very important. Okay, the last category, important phrases. Question number 15, everyone. Okay, Vivian, itadakimasu. We are all Japanese majors, so can you say? But when you say itadakimasu, you just say the words. Yes, Alice? Right, put your hands together in front of you and say itadakimasu. So then question 16, everyone. What does it mean? Okay, Vivian. Okay, very good. So we show thankfulness, by saying itadakimasu and putting two hands together in front of us. That shows thankfulness. Okay, so question number 17, everyone. Okay, what Japanese people say when they finish the meal, Vivian? Right, gochiso-sama, or you can say gochiso-sama deshita. Okay, gochiso-sama is a little bit casual. So to be more formal, you can say gochiso-sama deshita. Again, yes, Aria, how do we say gochiso-sama deshita? Right, again, put your hands together in front of you and you say gochiso-sama deshita. Again, to mean, okay, everyone, last question, 18.
What does it mean?
Okay, Ray. Okay, it has been a feast. So again, you show thankfulness, you show gratitude. So it was a great feast. So again, you show gratitude, thank you. So that's ごちそうさま. Okay?